Works. Perfect. We got Cypher versus Alesh, and it's Miracle Rogue versus Druid. So one of the rather common matchups at the moment. Nice start. Well, funny start. If you really want to go for it.
It's not too bad against the Miracle Rogue because most Miracle Rogues don't run silence, so it's okay to get on an early cane.
The only disadvantage for you is the sap. So if there is the sap, you're just screwed. You lost 3 cards from your hand. You have 1 card left. Yeah, and the Black Knight. So the hand couldn't be worse for Cypher at the moment. Alesh has a good starting hand too, but we can show you that one
In a second.
because Timo is prepared, and we can jump like right into it. Why Cypher is considering attacking or not, or maybe getting out Karen, but that's like too risky. So what do we have for Alesh? We got SI7 Agent, Gnomish Inventor, Shift, Deadly Poison, and Conceal. So even 2 SI7s. That's quite a good hand to get stuff out early, especially the Gnomish Inventor. I like that one a lot.
You really like the Gnomish Inventor because I agree to some extent because the Rogue doesn't have 4 drops, really, like the Miracle Rogue. So it kind of closes a gap on turn 4. But I don't know.
Now what are you going to
the
do?
value is really low.
Yeah, but he draws a card. He's 2/4, so you cannot Ras him. You need to Ras and Hero ability. So that's a turn gone by just killing 1 minion. As I said, you draw the card. Well, if 1 Ras is gone already for the Earthen Ring, how is he going to kill it? Like, right off the spot.
He isn't, but it's only 2 damage. I mean, it's 2 damage against the Miracle Rogue, which is annoying, I agree. But I still think I would prefer... Well, he wants card draw. It's fine.
The good thing is he's like, you have a turn 3 minion. You have a turn 4 minion. You have a probable maybe turn 5 play within the Azure Drake. So you can play every turn something. Well, there's the Innervate count from Cypher now. Alesh needs a sap fast. So Gnomish Inventor value plus Shift value. He just needs to draw as many cards as possible now to get that annoying sap. He could kill Karen once.
I think it's very likely.
Yeah, he can kill him once. The only annoying thing is like, yeah, he's still there. You have to kill him again. You just waste so much damage on the minion. So you waste 2 swings, possible 2 swings, or next turn your next SI7 agent.
Azure Drake trade.
Yeah, that would be cool if he gets a Blade Flurry, so Blade Flurry Shift, something like that. But he can Shift SI7 agent and kill the Azure Drake. That's quite a really good start.
But he's dropping low and lower. He got the board control, which is important, but he's still missing his Auctioneer. So Alesh, I think it's looking good for Cypher so far.
Well, it's not looking bad for both of them. I agree with you there. 4 or 5 minion out again, so that needs to be killed. That's not like rather super easy to get rid of. We see an Auctioneer for Alesh now, plus coin, Shadow Step, Conceal. So he can at least conceal, maybe just coin for card draw. But the good thing is concealed Auctioneer, and that's just the biggest value.
Concealed Auctioneer, there's no possible way a Druid could clear it. Well, with coin or Innovate Ragnaros and being extremely lucky, there is a way, but apart from that, no way.
The good thing is for Cypher, he has like 10 damage on the board. With a Roar, that would be 18, 19 damage hero ability. Or, yeah, 19, 20 with the Keeper of the Grove. So he has a good play if all of his minions would stay alive, which is really unlikely. Since we got 8 mana for Alesh. He coined for a card. He can Shift for 2 cards. There's still a Sap. There's a Blade Flurry if he had another Deadly Poison. So first of all, just start drawing as many cards as possible. Wow, Eviscerate, that's like the card you want. So you can kill a Yeti, and you can sap the big one.
By the way, it's not you guys or Twitch lagging. It's the video file Alesh sent us.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering.
His FPS seemed kind of low. Oh, the preparation.
Or
now
his APM as well.
It's way better to have the preparation Fan of Knives now. Then, if he had played the Fan of Knives instead of the Shift.
He should trade first.
Yeah, trade and then Fan of Knife. Or he can go for, like, he could have eviscerated it if he really wanted to.
What?
But that would have been like crazy play. Oh, even a backstab, but he's not going to play the backstab. There's a deadly poison for the Blade Flurry. He decides to go for the Eviscerate too. Just like he drew so many cards, his enemy's down to 21. So that was rather good for Alesh.
Yeah, he's up to 9 cards. Double Shadow Step. Only needs his Leroy, and he would have... Nope. Also needs a Cold Blood. But very close to lethal.
What would you do as Cypher now? He could go for Ragnaros, maybe hit the Auctioneer, or safe kill... Like safe kill or silence the left. Like kill the left, silence the right one. Heal himself up with Agent of Lore, but you would heal yourself up just to lose the HP again.
That's ballsy play.
Well, in the end, this 3-1 dies, you diminish 3 damage, and if you heal yourself up by 5, well, you couldn't kill the Auctioneer. Well, you could kill the Auctioneer if you go Keeper of the Grove and then Savage Roar. But that's like, yeah, sad face.
Over.
Double Shadow Step for Alesh, preparation, whatever. Like everything he needs to win. The Double Shadow Step is already enough with the Auctioneer on the board. That's just so much damage. And we see Cypher just losing the first game here pretty convincingly to Mercury Rogue. That deck is just super strong. Alesh had a really nice draw, and he carries away his first win of the day.
Yeah, that was
a quick one. Turn 8.
Quick. He's actually going for the mirror matchup.
Now we see Miracle versus Miracle. That's quite an interesting matchup. You want to have your... Well, he tosses everything. He needs an Auctioneer first. That's what he wants to have. And what do we see for Alesh? He already has an Auctioneer, Backstab, Daddy Points, Phantom Knives, and the coin. That's like, he doesn't need to drop one thing.
That's more or less the perfect Miracle Rogue draw. Doesn't really want to have Fan of Knives. That's the only card he would replace. Most likely with an SI7 agent.
Well, the good thing is for Cypher at the moment, he has a Gnomish, he has a Azure Drake. So at least from turn 4 on, or turn 3 with the Fan of Knives, he can start with card draw. Card draw, card draw. And for Alesh, well, it will begin turn 5, not earlier.
Yeah, there's not much he can do.
What is he going to get? SI7 agent? Well, that's at least a good draw for later on.
Just use the Fan of Knives. Get card draw.
Edwin is... Well, he's okay, but rather useless now, since you do not have backstabs, you don't have preparation, so you're not getting any value.
Yeah.
And Alesh just counters with the counter Fan of Knives to draw some card.
There comes the Gnomish Inventor into play.
The good thing is now we got a Salnus and the Eviscerate. So that's pretty cool. He can start doing 5 damage Eviscerates plus Cold Bloods if he wants to.
He should weapon up Selnus Backstab if he wants to.
Oh, you were talking... I was talking about Cypher Sand. Yeah, Alesh should do that. What you're saying, like just weapon up Backstab for 3 and get rid of that minion. Now, and Cypher needs to deal with the Selnus now. You don't want to leave that one turn on the board. It's just super annoying.
Well, he has all the means to do so.
Oh, that backstab. Now he...
No.
Well, that's like so deceiving. You could also go for...
A 6/6.
Now, I was thinking about just backstab, Van Cleave, conceal him, and next turn you got 8 damage on the board already. I mean, you do not have at the moment. So, turn 6, it's better. You could go for backstab, Selnus, or Eviscerate, then Edwin Van Cleave, and then conceal. So, you could get 2 minions out, do some damage with the... With some stuff, and even, well, get a 6/6 Van Cleave, it should be out. So, but now for Alesh, coin card draw, preparation, that's like, it's gonna be really nasty.
Perfect.
Yeah, like conceal, and the good thing is he can sap and conceal, like both things, and even gets a Eviscerate. So this draw looks for Alesh way better again. And Cypher, well, he has a handful of cards, but he's not getting rid of the Auctioneer.
Well, he has an Eviscerate.
The funny thing is, Alesh could even deal with a concealed Auctioneer with Blade Flurry and Fan of Knives, like Deadly Poison, Blade Flurry, Fan of Knives. If there would be a concealed Auctioneer, that would be devastating for Cypher. If he had one, but he has none. It's like crazy for him. Double Eviscerate, so he can deal 10 damage. But what is that gonna use for?
10 damage?
And if he goes Selnus double Eviscerate, he could do 10 damage, just like off the spot.
Why not?
I would say now I would really go for my Van Cleave. For the 6/6 conceal Van Cleave play, since you could go next turn if you would dealt it, he could have gone next turn for 10 damage with the Van Cleave, And as we know from Alesh hand, there was a well. Okay, now he could have killed it with double deadly poison. Well, no, double deadly poison, blade flurry, and then he has no mana to do Fan of Nice. So that play would have gave him a 6/6 Van Cleave,
Oh, wow.
and the
Well,
option
yes.
to maybe win.
It's too many cards.
Now we're definitely going to see that blade flurry.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna be in total 13 damage. That's just over with the Shadow Step. I guess if Cypher would have gone for the big Van Cleave or the 6/6 Van Cleave, could he have done it? Like you could play Selnus. Oh, it's turn 6. Selnus, backstep your own Selnus, Van Cleave. Oh, there's the preparation. That's a big sad. If he had it a turn earlier, he would have definitely gone for the Van Cleave play. Just make it as big as possible. Well, he's on 14. You're not going to survive with 14. Now backstab, SI7. And then preparation, eviscerate, Van Cleave, conceal. Oh, there's no conceal actually. Where's your conceal?
Why isn't he surviving?
Why isn't he surviving? At the moment, he is actually surviving with
2 HP.
With 2 HP. I agree with you there.
Well, if there's a cold blood, of course he loses. But that's the only card that would actually lose him the game immediately.
So what are we going to see? The backstab. That's not a cold blood, but he can kill the 7/3. But that 12/12 is staying alive.
Yep.
So I was like a bit too early with my he's going to lose.
Exactly.
He has a well.
And now there's actually potential for Cypher to go for the kill.
What could Alesh do?
There's no sap. Oh, backstab first before you shift. Or go Azure Drake shift.
Well, he could also just SI7 agent
just
afterwards.
Too risky.
If he goes for, well, that's like your enemy has Leroy, so there's Leroy Eviscerate. That's 10 damage for Cypher. Plus weapon up, so he can deal 13 damage at the moment. Was what he has in his hand.
Yeah.
With 13 damage, and that would be.
Wait, 13 damage?
Yeah, with Leroy, Eviscerate, and weapon up or Selnus. Okay, we see the SI7, but he needs to heal himself up. So if he goes on 26, he's safe. Yeah, he could even go for higher, like 29 if he wants to, with a Shadow Step. But that robs him the winning options next turn.
Yeah.
So for Cypher, we have a 12/12 Van Cleave, plus Leroy 18, plus Eviscerate 22.
13 damage.
And that's not enough.
Wow.
That's like you're super sad. You get a 12/12 Van Cleave and Leroy in your hand, and normally that's like when you win. And with those cards, that's when you win. And now you can't. What can he do?
Trade against one of the 3/3s.
Eviscerate the other one away. Heal himself up like this. I mean, you need to get rid of both if you want to be super safe.
No, I wouldn't. Well,
you could also, as I 7 agent and attacking ones with your weapon, but yeah.
How many Eviscerates are gone for Alesh? Do we know that?
How many Eviscerates are gone for Alesh?
1 or 2?
Well, he has none in his hand. That's so far we know. Cypher, well, he needs to heal himself up, but I would kill both. Absolutely kill both. Leaving one alive is just too risky. Then you didn't even need to heal up. Like, it would make no difference. You can kill both, and you can play an SI7 agent for the face, bring him down. You really want to do 12 damage? That's just...
Can't afford it.
Yeah, that's what you can afford.
Cannot afford it. But the problem is he has no Shadow Step, no Cold Blood, no Auctioneer. Even if he draws an Auctioneer, no spells.
There's 18 damage on the board, so...
Yeah, true, of course. But if there's Sap, Alesh more or less wins the game immediately.
So what does Alesh have this time? 13 damage. 12,
Gnomish
13 damage.
Inventor. Shift, draw 2 cards. If there's a Sap, you win. If not, you die.
Okay, I see. What are you doing there? You could also... Yeah, Gnomish Inventor
Well,
is
he doesn't necessarily die because he has the Earthen Ring Farseer, but still, you wanna get the Sap.
Yeah, you're really hoping for that. I mean, he hasn't played 1 by now, so there could be that... Well, okay, he sapped the Azure Drake, if I'm correct. 1 sap is out.
Yeah, there's only 1 left.
Oh, that's a bit risky, as you...
Well, 8.
He's on 27.
Yeah.
And that's how much
the Earthen
damage?
Ring Farseer, he actually survives. And next turn, he has 18 damage with Leroy Shadow Step, Leroy Shadow
Oh,
Step.
there's one more chance to draw a card. So there's Leroy. That's 24. Only waiting for Cold Blood. So he has 18 damage on the board. Plus Leroy.
There's one Cold Blood left, right?
Yeah.
But no Eviscerates.
Yeah. No, both Eviscerates are gone. So he really needs to... The first thing he needs to do is just fend off Knives and pray to everyone he knows that he gets something to deal damage with.
Yeah.
And that's a backside. Well, that's something to deal damage with, but exactly not what you want to see. I mean, what he needs to trade now, and that's not going to use anything. Well, he can draw a card more. But even now, if he gets a Cold Blood, or that's a sap, even if he would get a Cold Blood, that's no use.
Should zap the Sewer Drake.
And the main problem is he would rather have now a Shadow Step, even though he cannot use it, just to Shadow Step his own Earthen Ring to heal himself up again, like to go on 20.
But he hasn't.
Yeah, that's not going to work. There's going to be 3 times Leroy and GG for Alesh in the end. And you got that 12-12 Van Cleave. You're so happy about it. And that's it. You can attack once in the face this time.
Cypher's card draw was meh.
That was in the end just really sad for Cypher. And GG for Alesh. He's going to go 2-0 against, well, Miracle Rogue, and the first game was against Druid.
He had good draws, though.
Yeah.
Like really good draws.
And even the preparation on top, so he could go 3 times for the Leroy, and additionally just do 1 damage with a shift. So not only 18, 19 damage, but it's enough what he has here. GG for Alesh. Going 2-0 in the first game, Innovation versus eSuba. eSuba is 1-0. Well, they're leading already. That's
Well,
like the eSuba we know.
It's not... Well, I